Europe's appeal as a sought-after destination to live and work continues to grow, drawing a growing number of expatriates each year. As a whole, the EU boasts the lowest employment rate globally, and its cities offer abundant career opportunities. This is further certified by the fact that nearly 80% of the world's top cities with the lowest unemployment rates are located in Europe. Historically, the continent has featured some of the world's best cities for career opportunities, although this list is dynamic. As one city prospers, another may decline. A recent report on the quality of life in European cities indicates that finding employment is generally easier in Western and Northern European cities compared to the Southern counterparts. But nonetheless, to further diversify this list, we are also going to list the best cities from Southern Europe as well. Besides being the best cities for expats, these cities are also well-renowned for culture, history, architecture, and unique local cuisines. So, without further ado, here are the 15 best cities to live and work in Europe. Number 15. Malaga, Spain. Located in southern Spain, this coastal city is renowned for its excellent climate, stunning beaches, and a vibrant startup ecosystem. Although Spain's unemployment rate is not as low as most of the other countries in Europe, but anyhow, the city of Malaga is the fourth most prominent economy in Spain. Hence, it serves as a great place for young expats seeking career opportunities in its sectors of tourism, construction, technology, and logistics. The city's geographical setting also serves as a great selling point, due to its close proximity to both the beaches and the nearby mountains. The weather is Mediterranean, which means one can look forward to subtropical sunshine throughout the year with hot summers and mild winters. Additionally, Malaga boasts a rich cultural heritage, featuring numerous museums, galleries, and historic landmarks. Just last year, the Internations named Malaga the best place in Europe for expat life, due to its local friendliness, pleasant weather, decent quality of life, as well as the job and business opportunities for foreigners. Number 14. Milan, Italy. An upbeat city, especially for young expats, Milan has a reputation for being an epicenter of fashion, arts, and design. It's one of those cities that has it all: international presence, beautiful neighborhoods, work opportunities, world-class educational institutions, as well as all the culture and fashionable high society one desires. Being a central hub of Italy, it is very well connected both locally and international by train and to international airports. Its literacy rate is one of the highest in Italy, and the unemployment rate is also very low. The only downside is the cost of living, as Milan is ranked as the most expensive city in the country. For example, its rent is almost 20% higher than the likes of Rome and Florence. However, the outlying areas, especially in its southern part, are more affordable, all the while providing an easy commute to the city. Moreover, its monthly expenses are compensated by its higher-than-average salaries and a unique lifestyle marked by a harmonious blend of modern conveniences and historical charm. Number 13. Prague, Czech Republic. The largest city and capital of Czech Republic, Prague is mostly known for its Romanesque chapels, Gothic cathedrals, Baroque palaces, and unique Cubist architecture. Despite its historical charm, the city is modern with a very high standard of living, diverse food scene, quality healthcare, and abundant parks. The local expat community continues to grow, with many initially planning short stays but eventually becoming long-term residents. The city is also home to thousands of international students, some of whom decide to stay permanently. There are plenty of career opportunities, and expats are generally paid well, especially with those employed in the field of IT, finance, sales, and marketing industries. The cost of living in the city is generally fair. The biggest expense is always accommodation, with rents ranging from $650 for a modest apartment to $1,700 for a top-tier furnished unit. On the flip side, petty crimes like pickpocketing and tourist scams are somewhat prevalent here, but most of these usually occur in its touristic hotspots. Number 12. Warsaw, Poland. Ranked as one of the most livable cities in Central Europe, Warsaw is a trendy city with all the high-tech, developed infrastructure that one would expect from a modern European capital. It is home to a large international community with many expats, digital nomads, and foreign students spread out throughout its neighborhoods. Thus, locals are used to seeing new faces, and fitting in doesn't take long. Many international companies operate in the city, with most seeking mainly English-speaking personnel. So there are abundant job opportunities for expats, and the unemployment rate of Warsaw is one of the lowest in Central Europe. However, be aware that Warsaw's cost of living isn't that cheap. In fact, it's higher than anywhere else in the country. But, better yet, it is still not as expensive as its Western counterparts. A single individual can comfortably reside in most of its areas for under a monthly budget of around $2,100 per month. This price tag can go even lower if one opts to choose housing on its outskirts. Number 11. Ljubljana, Slovenia. Slovenia is filled with the essence of nature. The mountains, green forest, and flowing rivers permeating life in the country. Aside from the scenery, its capital city of Ljubljana has so much to offer in terms of culture, cuisine, architecture, and so on. For those seeking to escape the turmoil and tension of large metropolises, this capital is no doubt an attractive combination of both fast-paced and slower living. The sizable international community and student population makes it an open-minded and diverse part of the country. What's more, English is widely spoken here, and the unemployment rate is fairly low, with plentiful jobs in healthcare, IT, engineering, and finance industries. Digital nomads and those earning their income from elsewhere also thrive in the city, as the median monthly expenses rarely exceed $1,700. Number 10. Dublin, Ireland. Ireland has a diverse population. Ideal for expats to build connections, and its capital city of Dublin is known for its lively pub scene, internationally renowned museums, and historic landmarks. It is undoubtedly one of the best places to live in Ireland, especially for those who enjoy the bustle and nightlife of a big city. Living here can be very expensive. The cost of living is continuously rising each year, and according to a recent survey, an average blue-collar Dubliner barely makes any savings after paying all the monthly bills and rents. The main reason for the sudden high cost is due to a large influx of international companies moving their EU base there. In addition, the housing and supply in the city cannot keep up with the demand, which causes housing prices in Dublin to soar. But regardless of its high costs, the purchasing power of its residents is on par, mainly for those expats employed in the IT, healthcare, and finance sectors. Number 9. Vienna, Austria. Touted as the heart of Austria, Vienna is the cultural and corporate hub of the country, hosting a wide array of major films and numerous local enterprises. The city boasts impressively low unemployment rates, standing at a mere 3.1%, plus over 43% of Vienna's residents are international, making the city home to the largest expat community in Austria. With almost 340,000 residents speaking English fluently, the language barrier wouldn't be of concern even for those who aren't fluent in German. When it comes to lifestyle, Vienna is also difficult to match, with countless cultural events taking place each month to enjoy. The city is steeped in history and art, visible from just wandering through stunning streets, and has been an important city for centuries upon centuries. What's more, Vienna is a very safe city for its residents. Even minor offenses such as pickpocketing are very rare. Number 8. Stockholm, Sweden. Nestled on 14 islands, the city of Stockholm offers breathtaking views and a connection to nature, all within reach of urban conveniences. The city is also regarded as the capital of the whole Scandinavian region and, without a doubt, is one of the best destinations for city preference in Sweden. It is the ideal place for expats to arrive and start a new life, as the city offers high quality of life, recreation, culture, heritage, state-of-the-art public transportation, and much more. The city is also nicknamed the Silicon Valley of Europe for being home to many major tech companies, thanks to the welcoming business environment and well-educated workforce. Number 7. Luxembourg City. The largest city in the Grand Duchy, Luxembourg City is home to nearly 140,000 residents. comprising almost one-third of the nation's total population. It also hosts the largest expatriate community, with 70% of its inhabitants originating from abroad. This demographic diversity is primarily due to the city's role as the political, economic, and central hub of the country. With its beautiful green spaces, idyllic old quarters, and stately cathedrals and palaces, Luxembourg's capital is a beautiful place to call home. However, as one might expect of any Western European capital, the cost of living in Luxembourg City is very high. That said, it is still worth moving due to the higher than average salaries and the extensive welfare system. But be aware, the local job market in the city is very competitive, so only highly qualified and experienced expats are preferred. Number 6. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Tourists from around the globe are drawn to Amsterdam for its extensive array of cultural and historical attractions. Expats residing in Amsterdam are indeed fortunate to have such offerings readily accessible. Due to its great work-life balance, most of its residents have ample opportunities to explore the city and its surrounding countryside, visit renowned art galleries, and relax in one of the city's numerous parks. The lifestyle in Amsterdam is second to none. The quirky shops, world-class restaurants, and legendary nightlife make the free-spirited Dutch capital one of the greatest European cities. And with plenty of international companies setting up headquarters here, the job market is saturated with excellent opportunities. Though, do not expect that getting a job here is easy. The main reason for this is that most firms only hire highly qualified and experienced workforce. Number 5. Berlin, Germany. At first glance, Berlin might give off the impression of a gray concrete jungle, but those who choose to reside in this city later realize how livable and inviting it really is, with its parks, rivers, and lakes covering one-third of Berlin. It is the epicenter of Germany's startup and tech scene, with a large swath of companies disrupting pretty much every sector you can think of. Many of these companies have quickly graduated from burgeoning startups to industry leaders, in the process creating a thriving job market for international workers who are new to Berlin. Qualified personnel in the field of engineering, medicine, arts, and manufacturing will have no trouble securing a job here. Traditionally, Berlin has always been renowned for its rather affordable cost of living, especially when compared to other major European capitals such as London and Paris. However, times are changing, and Berlin is quickly catching up with the most expensive German cities. Number 4. Oslo, Norway. Just like many other Scandinavian capitals, Oslo is the most appealing city for expats in Norway. While it's true that the capital is more expensive, but then again, there are more job opportunities in Oslo and the purchasing power of its citizens is on par, mainly due to higher salaries on offer when compared to other Norwegian cities. Additionally, the city ranks high in many positive indices. This includes safety, quality of life, freedom, and even environment. Nearly half of the city is covered in green due to a vast number of parks and forests. Coupled with attempts by the Norwegian government to decrease carbon levels, more than 60% of the vehicles registered in the Oslo municipality are electrically powered, and the city aims for 100% zero emission by 2025. Apart from the environmental advantages, Oslo has a fantastic gastronomic scene as well as a raucous nightlife with lots of trendy bars and restaurants. Number 3. Copenhagen, Denmark. Ranked among one of the most livable cities in Europe, Copenhagen is the economic and cultural center of Denmark. Being the capital, it is the most expensive city in the country and also has been ranked in the top 15 most expensive cities in Europe. However, just like the other cities mentioned in this video, salaries are very high for skilled workers, hence the high cost of living eventually becomes unnoticeable as its residents get used to the generally monthly expenditure. Moreover, it is squeaky clean and has a lot of green spaces, pristine waterways, and residential areas. As a matter of fact, it's one of the most cleanest big cities in Europe in terms of air quality. Furthermore, the lifestyle on offer is also top-notch as the city is filled with exciting and modern activities. Number 2. Munich, Germany. Yet another German city, Munich has the lowest unemployment rate in the country, and its GDP per capita is the highest in consideration to its size and population. The city's strongest sectors are healthcare, IT, business support, and social services, exhibiting ample vacancies in each sector. It's also worth noting that Munich is one of the most expensive cities in the country, though the median earnings are also higher than average. Beyond the employment prospects, Munich is known for its vast green areas and proximity to the Bavarian Alps, which perfectly balances urban excitement and natural beauty. Number 1. Zurich, Switzerland. There is no doubt that Switzerland is one of the best nations to live in Europe, thanks to its high quality of life, beautiful natural environment, high-paying jobs, as well as an enviable mix of social, political, and economic success. All of its major cities are ideal, but the city of Zurich is the best the country has to offer. With a population of more than 400,000, it's one of the largest financial centers and harbors many work opportunities in the field of healthcare, construction, finance, and retail. Plus, like any other Swiss city, Zurich exudes stunning natural backdrops at every corner, with its namesake lake being a popular excursion destination for swimming, sailing, and boating. Overall, it's a great city for qualified and skilled expats to live and start a family overseas.